Returning to news from our region, as political leaders in Ottawa push for an end to American tariffs on the steel industry, a Hamilton steel business is pushing to grow, helping build some of the most well-known buildings in our country, despite the uncertainty. CHCH News spent some time at the Walters Group today to better understand what's at stake as Hamilton's steel industry is threatened by the trade war. From the hands of Hamilton steel workers at one of its fabrication facilities, the family-owned Walters Group is helping make some of Canada's most iconic buildings, including this one on the $10 bill.
Museum for Human Rights.
Walt Koppler tells me about some of the thousands of projects completed since their inception in 1956. Too many to name as we tour their facility on Rymel Road East.
And we're third generation and fourth generation.
The Hamilton company also fabricated structural steel for one of the Canadian War Museum's signature spaces, Regeneration Hall, along with parts of the roof over the West Block of Parliament, major industrial buildings and high-rise towers across the country, and the massive buildings that make up the Halifax shipyards, where the next generation of Canadian warships are being built.
You take pride in something that's Canadian, especially something that's for defense. We need to defend Canada.
They're also in the stadium business, right now working on the new arena for the Calgary Flames, Scotia Place.
It's 9,000 tons of steel.
And in the past, providing all the structural steel for Hamilton Stadium and Mosaic Stadium in Regina, the home of a Tiger Cats rival.
Saskatchewan Roughriders. It's great.
The company employs 900 people across North America, almost half of them working right here in Hamilton.
Each one of the people here drives the local economy.
And all the workers live under the economic uncertainty brought by American steel tariffs.
We do have worry about it. You know, we've been blessed in that we have Canadian work, but it makes things different for us. As you know, we have U.S. operations, and we were in the past able to share between those operations, like to fit the schedule. But now there's this border that shouldn't be an economic border.
Koppler says job cuts aren't on the table right now because they have Canadian projects. But that could change, so he's calling on the federal and provincial governments to do more, including removing some of the U.S. counter tariffs, cracking down on Chinese steel coming into our country, and moving with urgency to get a U.S. trade deal.
In my mind, and what I see here and what I'd like to see is that we move faster.
But despite the tariff turmoil, in the long run, Koppler says he believes Hamilton's steel industry will weather the storm.
You know, we talked about the administration south of the border. Things can't last forever. There's always change. There's always opportunity.
The Carney government continues to announce financial relief programs for businesses affected by tariffs, but there's no indication Ottawa is close to completing a trade deal with the U.S. that could end the tariffs themselves.